Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We're pleased to be joined by the track president at Pocono Raceway, Ben May. Welcome back. And of course, if you haven't heard, it is race week for Pocono, and you guys are back. What's it gonna be? What's it like to be back? And first off, thanks for coming back on.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I love chatting with you. It's great. I mean, we've come off of a sold out 2023 NASCAR weekend. I mean, tracking the same way heading into this weekend. We've been sold out of camping for a few weeks now. So it's a huge weekend, right? There's only a handful of tracks that have all three national series during the course of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're proud to be one of them, and this is our 51st year on the Cup Series schedule, so we're ready to roll.
Yeah. So I know with what are some things that I know you got a big weekend planned. I know you had all four touring series here last year. I know ARCA won't be returning in 2024, but still three big days of racing. You got the trucks on Friday night.
Yeah.
You got they got Xfinity on Saturday and then the Cup Series on Sunday.
Yeah, that's the roster of on-track action. So a lot of cool things happening with our partners there. CRC is back again on the truck race, and then our visitors bureau here, the Pocono Mountains Visitors Bureau on Xfinity. And then we got a new partner in the state of Pennsylvania with the tourism initiative. So the state rebranded their tourism to the Great American Getaway. So now we have the Great American Getaway 400 Cup Series race. So I mean, it's also the racing has been so good here the past few
Yeah.
years. I mean, that's been one of the most exciting changes we've seen. I mean, I'd be the first to admit we've had some boring races previously here, right? But it's all changed. I mean, the trucks have been spectacular. We had a last lap pass for the win last year. I think that Xfinity car races well, regardless of racetrack. It's just a good car and a good series. And then, of course, the next gen car has put on a show at Pocono. So that's, I think for folks that are maybe listening and haven't been to Pocono in a long time that had an opinion, I mean, as far as the on-track action goes, that's changed. These races have been really, really good.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you mentioned it, people, coming out to the racetrack and stuff. What's that been like? And also talk about what are some things that people can expect outside of the track that you guys, because I know you have a lot planned.
Yeah, for sure. So the big change we made last year is we took down our old Victory Tower and then moved Victory Lane into our paddock area. So similar to what you would see at Phoenix, maybe Talladega, right? Our Victory Lane is dead set in the middle of our paddock area. So folks can get in there, celebrate with the winning drivers and crew chiefs for all three series and the teams. And then we've also built a big old elevated viewing platform that overlooks pit road and the garage area last year. So this year we added in more creature comfort. So put in a ton of shaded seating, picnic tables, and just kind of loaded our midway up, loaded our paddock up, completed our Wi-Fi project. So we're in more of a creature comfort mode this year at Pocono. So seating, shade, and connectivity is what to expect new here at the Tricky Triangle.
Yeah, for sure. So really just, going through like what, partnering with, the state of Pennsylvania in tourism and, the Great American Getaway, that's gotta be fun. What's that going to be? What was it like to partner with the state on that?
So we've got a great relationship with the Shapiro administration, and it started, if you recall, with our opioid take back, right? So when he used to be there, he used to be our attorney general before he became the governor. And so whatever, 6 years ago, we started partnering with his office to allow folks to bring in their unused, unwanted prescription meds, right? And the National Guard disposes of them properly because the last thing anybody wants is their kids finding some meds in the medicine cabinet or people flushing them down the toilet and then they're going into the public waterways, right? It's really been a good education. And it was a big education for our staff as well to understand how programs like these are impactful, right? Just for your everyday life. So that relationship, has been carried on. And then his administration, a lot of things in this sport, as you know, are timing dependent. So the timing of the launch of the new state brand with our race and the fact that 60% of our fans come from out of state, right? So Pocono Raceway is a true tourist destination. And when these 60%, and not, and that doesn't count the race teams, right? The pit crews, everything that comes, the traveling circus that comes with NASCAR, right? They're spending their money, their out of state money at our bars, our restaurants, staying in our hotels, supporting our mom and pops. Everything just aligned, and it makes a ton of sense that the state jump on board with us. And so we've been pushing that Great American Getaway 400, and we'll continue to for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, for sure. 3 races in 3 days. I know you got a lot set up. I know a lot of the younger fans also are also pretty entertaining. I know you got some fun plans for them as well.
Always, we have our free carnival, we have our kids zone, we have playgrounds, we've got a dog park for the four-legged fans. And so when you look at what we do here as a company and the kind of the entertainment mix we have, I feel like we have a pretty good mix, right? Where, a young family can come here and have just as much fun as that bachelor party, right? Or that group work trip. So whether it's, the roaming entertainment, the carnival I mentioned, our Veterans Village has become a big deal. We've got 2 Blackhawks landing in our fan zone later this week. So that'll be cool, where fans can actually jump in and, talk to the National Guard and understand what it's like to be a part of a group like that. So it's just a cool mix. I mean, live music, bars, everything that comes with a festival atmosphere. So we always feel like we have that mix of good old fashioned family friendly fun, all the way to the party crowd and everything in between.
And then also you got to look at, just talk about the resurgence that this track has seen really in the last. I know you mentioned it before, but last few years racing has been, outstanding, just all across the series that have come here. But what's it just like to see? And I know, going down to one day, guys selling out. That's got to be fun as a company.
Yeah, it's been fun to be a part of. I mean, it's, a lot of it I look at as a region, right? The Northeast, if you like step back a bunch of years, right? You had 2 Pocono, 2 New Hampshire, 2 Dover, and I'm lumping Dover into the Northeast, right? Maybe I'm a little off on Mid-Atlantic, and right, 1 Watkins Glen. So the demand for racing in the Northeast, and supply and demand is real, right? It's not something we make up in life. So to go from 7 races in the Northeast to 4, the fans have come out and just said, "Hey, look, we like our racing in the Northeast, right? Don't forget about us. We need, these tracks. We all deserve to be here. We're delivering. I mean, a third of the U.S. population, right, lives within 300 miles of Pocono Raceway, right? Because you start drawing that circle and you're going out. You've got Boston in there. You've got Washington D.C., Baltimore, right? It's a big chunk of people, and they've come out, and so it's been cool. I mean, New Hampshire had a heck of a crowd. Dover had a heck of a crowd. We're gonna have a heck of a crowd, and Watkins has got a playoff race coming up. That place will be packed. So it's been nice to see. I mean, we love it. We're proud of the work we're doing, but we also love it for the Northeast in general.
Yeah. All right. Last thing is, kind of plug, I know that tickets are still available. I know Sunday, you have to get them because your guys are, I believe you are nearing a sellout. But so
Yeah.
where can they go get tickets?
Yeah, we're getting close. Come get them while you can. PoconoRaceway.com/tickets. Start at $50 for the cup race, and then of course, kids 12 and under free.
Yeah, of course. And of course we got the Xfinity race and the truck race on Friday. So should be a
Yeah, truck tickets.
entertaining.
I mean, the truck tickets are great values. $25 for that. Xfinity Series at $30, and then on Saturday you're also getting cup practice and qualifying for that $35. So I mean, we like the fact that we can offer this kind of entertainment at a fair value. I mean, being able to say that a mom, dad, and 2 kids under 12 can come to Pocono for $100 is something that I think is awesome, because $100 doesn't carry you very far this day and age.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. All right. Well, Ben, man, I know you got a lot planned, lot to get ready for this weekend. So thanks for taking the time to talk, and enjoy the races this weekend at the Tricky Triangle.
Always a pleasure. Thank you, Casey.